This screencast covers the editing of the homepage, which has got probably more going on than most pages. The first major area is this hero banner area. These slides that have a video behind it. There's some images on top of it, links to pages within the site, big headlines, also some videos. A video here that you can actually click and that will play over top. So let's jump in and see how we will modify this. The homepage itself is sitting at the top. The title is just home. Long title is a couple words describing the page, and then the description is a sentence, which will all be set in the source code or the meta tags for the page itself. When choosing your URL alias, ensure that you keep that as alphanumeric, no special characters, and don't add spaces there. The link attributes you can ignore. Summary for this page is not really being used, but by default it's good to have a summary there. Template is set at home, so we don't have to modify it. Menu title is home. If we wanted that to show in the menu, we could check that box, click save, and then when we refresh here, we would see that the home is viewable. If we uncheck and refresh, this goes away, and I'll leave it unchecked. Your menu index controls the order or sequence in which the pages itself or the resources get organized in the top menu. So the value of 0 is first, 1 being second, which would be technology, 2 is product, 3 is company, 4 is news, and so on. You can also see that the manager view is sorted by your menu index. Your resource content field controls what is set in this big purple call to action area, and we've got a button for your join to mailing list here, which goes straight to MailChimp. If you want to bold any of the text, you can do that within the WYSIWYG editor here just by clicking and selecting the copy and then clicking bold. Pretty straightforward. Your background video for your first slide can be replaced. I purchased one which is using MP4. Use that same format and you can drop a new video behind the first slide. You can control what text is viewable there in this first hero slide copy, and then which page or resource the Learn More button links to by clicking here and selecting any of your resources that are in ModX. So that same process is is the same for those two smaller images that are visible in that first slide. I've got to view this in incognito mode because there are some conflicts with the JavaScript driving this area and also the ModX Manager. So if you use the Google incognito mode, you'll make sure that you can see it as it would be seen from a browser when you're not logged into ModX. And third hero slide, the exact same process for the text. However, you can select a YouTube video ID and have that be spawned over the page or overlaid over the page. If you don't select anything, there will be no video there. Third main heading, subheading, and then the heading, or I guess the section 4 is just a description here. So you can change that as you see fit. Sorry, section 4, I take that. Section 4 is what we're seeing here in this under the ViveBio. So you can change that as you see fit. We've developed products like ViveST, etc. That's what is being shown here. And then here's the bulleted list and your link to the Order Now page. If you want to put in new slides or new images for the carousel, you'll do that here. And then this physical address, general email, sales email, telephone number, fax, Google Maps URL, all of these values, your Twitter handle, your YouTube channel, and Google Plus URL will be reflected through every page. So that's going to be viewable in the footer, down here, your social icons, social media icons, on some of the other pages in the body, but for every page it's in the footer. And then the change frequency, Google Sitemap priority, and then your keywords are going to be used in your Google sitemap itself. If you wanted to view that Google sitemap, you can see it here. Just right-clicking and previewing, and there's the RSS format that you don't need to worry about, but is great for SEO. We'll submit it to Google when you're ready to go live. So I hope that's been helpful. Jump in there. Don't be afraid to mess anything up. One final note is these two sections you don't have to worry about because you'll maintain them in the press. So your press articles will be pulled in automatically here. The first one is all that gets pulled in. And then if your latest news, your news articles, it's the top 3 that get pulled in there. So that's maintained within those containers themselves. Hope that's been helpful, and jump in there and give it a crack. Enjoy.